Oh, so I wanted
no Teddy here.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. So I'll do a...
Big shoes. Big stinky shoes.
So I'm driving here, right? And a guy is walking.
Sounds like a Teddy story.
Yeah. I'm driving here, and a guy's walking his dog. And then I see a baby carriage, but like the two baby carriage, like it's the double.
Yeah.
And it's two dogs in there.
Wait a minute.
So why is he letting one dog walk and the other two? Doesn't that just defeat the whole purpose?
Maybe they can't walk.
I mean, they were little, but like they weren't little enough. What do you mean they can't walk though? Both of them can't walk?
Some old dogs.
No, they look like young pups.
You got all this while you were driving.
Yeah, well, I was like, what's the point in that? Why are you buying a baby carriage for two dogs? Let
Some
them walk.
dogs can't walk that long.
So is that considered walking the dog?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo Oliver, joined here today with Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, and Nash, and we are back to talk about the world of Hollywood. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have a sequel confirmed for The Batman. No surprise there. We've got U.S. weekend box office. First look at Margot Robbie in the Barbie movie. Look at that. And listen to the podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the places for podcasts, and of course, YouTube. And also, like we mentioned on the last podcast, starting this summer, June 22nd, we will be uploading our YouTube podcasts to our podcast channel. And you can go ahead and check out the channel in the description box below and subscribe. We got 400 subscribers since last week. So if you guys want to continue watching them on YouTube, you're going to have to do that. I know when we start posting on that channel, everyone's like, what the hell? What happened to the podcasts? So we're giving you 2 months here. How you guys doing? Social media, Bo Soup, Nerd Soup Monkey, Anthony JQ Nash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Follow me.
You're staring me dead in my soul waiting for that.
I was waiting for it. I needed that.
Better not fucking forget.
I needed that plug.
How's life as a uncle/godfather now? Look at that. Congratulations.
It's pretty good. You know, no, I'm not doing the whole
you
Godfather
come today on the day of my podcast recording.
It's awesome. It really, it's weird. It's like almost how they say you become a mom and dad. You become an uncle. Like you see it and you're just like, wow, I want to just buy her fucking toys like all the time.
You get drunk all the time.
Well, we'll wait until she could walk. I'm not holding her drunk, but maybe at like 2 years old, I'll watch her when I'm just sauced one day.
I don't like holding babies. So when I saw you holding her, I was like, that's scary.
See, I said no, and my family all looked at me, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're the Godfather. You can't even... I was like, all right, I'll hold it, but if she dies...
I do hate that when people pressure you to hold a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're like, what happens if, my sister and my brother-in-law die? You're gonna have to take care of her and hold her.
That's what I don't think. Like
just get decapitated and
it's like
die.
you're already the uncle. Like, why do you have to be the Godfather?
I think they picked me.
It's a family thing.
I know, but it shouldn't be.
Ruben shit on me too. He's like, "Are you baptized? It's a baby baptized. You're not a Godfather."
Well,
just completely rained on my parade.
I was impressed by how funny I was in that moment.
Yeah.
No, we were messing with Nash because he was pushing the Godfather title more than the uncle title.
Yeah.
It's a cooler title, naturally.
But
like I said,
like as the uncle, you already
baptized.
You already expected.
It wasn't about
to do
you
those.
baptizing. If that head hasn't been dipped by your hand, you are no Godfather.
Oh,
once again,
I'm dunking her. I am dunking her.
They do the fucking that one video of the priest who like. It's like drowning the baby. It's the most horrifying. I would have tackled that guy.
Oh,
in the name of God.
I feel like baptisms get like they're not as eventful as in the movies. In The Godfather, Michael Corleone orchestrated a mass murder.
Right.
In Ozark, there was a mass murder. In real life, it's just the baby gets dipped and that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone gets drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Do something like crazy. Orchestrate a hit or something.
You got to take out all the Nerd Soup members.
Yeah, that works.
Anthony JQ Nash, do you accept God in heaven? Do you renounce Satan? Teddy gets fucking snipped.
Oh, we could do that. Invite Teddy randomly to the baptism. Pow!
Oh my God.
Hit him like fucking Tommy.
Sleep Teddy.
Yeah, he walks in just...
We're going to see Doctor Strange. Come on. Let's go to the theater.
No, we can't tell him we're going to see a movie because then he won't show up.
That's true. What would get him? What would get his blood flowing?
I don't know, Tom Brady signing or something?
We're going to Applebee's.
Oh, yeah. T-Bell. We're going to Taco Bell. You crashed through my house, if that was the case.
The boys are going to eat good in the neighborhood.
It's the last time I ever heard it.
Setting up a hit at Applebee's. It's amazing.
Yeah, that nice little memorial out front. I'm sure everybody will drive by, drop off flowers.
Sit down and get some half-off apps when the deed is done.
Leave an open can of peanut butter.
And they would act like nothing happened there at Applebee's.
If Teddy ever died
Instead of
prematurely.
leaving roses, you just put a scoop of peanut butter on the grave and walk by.
Or mayonnaise.
American cheese.
All right, we have actually some more things to plug here. We dropped our first fan question podcast yesterday. We sent that out to all our patrons, and if you want to listen to that, that's going to be a weekly thing. All you have to do is pledge $1 on our Patreon page. So you can go ahead and do that. We also have Moon Knight and Doctor Strange reviews dropping this week. We think we're going to double up on Moon Knight, combined episode 5 with episode 6, and get that out there as a podcast. And spoiler-free Doctor Strange review. We're seeing it Thursday night. Hopefully Aaron and I will be ready with no Teddy for that review. Didn't mean to rhyme. And of course, we're also doing Ozark. Ozark Season 4 Part 2 was released last Friday. So yeah, we're going to look to get that out this weekend. Interesting finale, interesting finish to that show. Not sure if it took itself out of the shadow of Breaking Bad, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Let me finish first.
Some people haven't finished.
And actually, before we get to the first topic, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor for today's episode, and that would be Instacart. Right now, you can go to the description box below, click that link, and you will get free shipping on your first order of $10 or more. Right in time for Mother's Day. Little Mother's Day promo here for all you last-minute shoppers who have yet to buy a gift for your mama, me included. So, like I said, go use that link, and you will get free shipping on your first order of $10 or more. Well, actually, before we get to the first topic here, I just wanted to briefly talk about the response to Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. We've gotten some of those reviews out, and so far it looks relatively positive. 84% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
I've seen some people that didn't really like it, but most people seem to be enjoying it. Even one reviewer who isn't necessarily a fan of the MCU said that this was one of his favorites because of how different it felt. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I've heard some things about like the horror elements being very prevalent. Like a couple like Marvel fans I follow, like they seem to really enjoy it, while other like more, I wouldn't say they're not fans, but I guess not into it as maybe some people kind of had mixed things to say, but overall pretty positive. So I'm excited. I mean, we know it's going to be a little bit different, so I'm going in expecting something different, and we'll see. I haven't gotten anything. I think I got one thing spoiled for me. Someone just tweeted like a picture.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's real though. I'm in my head. I'm like convincing myself it was fake.
Yeah, the big leak I keep seeing is the credit list.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've only seen people post it. But if I'm following you on Twitter and I see you retweeting that shit, I'm gonna have to unfollow you. Sorry.
Fuck people like that. People that spoil, and somebody spoiled the ending of Sonic 2 for me, which is, it's devastating.
But Sonic wins.
No, didn't see that one coming. No, there's a particular character. Yeah.
Is there a voice?
I don't know. But there was somebody leaked it on a porn site, and it was in Brazilian,
right.
and the ending, everybody watched it. I didn't watch it. I got caught up in some other videos there, but just kidding. But anybody that does that like deserves a death sentence.
Masturbate?
No, spoiling endings of movies or
Specifically on porn sites, or just in
anywhere,
general. Okay.
Anywhere you could do it on
it's
porn
a safe
sites.
space, right? You would think it's a safe space from spoilers, but
Right.
the internet's out of control these
And
days.
Sonic 2 was on a porn site.
Sonic fucking 2.
I think it was Xvideos.
Well, now that we have that out there, we can warn the people, stay away.
Stay away from Xvideos. But yeah, anybody that what's the point? What's the point in
It's that thrill.
getting off being like a terrible person?
It's those people grow up to become serial killers.
I've gotten stuff spoiled like accidentally. You can give a pass. I think it's happened to everybody. I feel like you just talk to a friend and they let something slip, and you're like, "Fuck, I wish I didn't know that." But like when you outwardly go out of your way to put it like on social media and be like to unsuspecting people, then that's kind of shitty.
I'll never forget when the Arkham Knight came out, and we were all on a party chat playing it, and Manny's reading a Wikipedia on the game, and he gets to the part where it says, "The Arkham Knight was formerly Jason Todd," and he's reading it out loud, and we're all just like, "Bro." he didn't even realize what he was doing. He spoiled it for all of us.
Oh my god.
I mean, I think yeah. I mean, that's not a spoiler, but it is because in that context,
Well, we were still
of a
wondering
new character,
which Robin would it be if it was going to be
but I think
Damian Wayne.
the first flashback when they show,
All right,
they
Batman,
shoot
fucking
Mando's in.
aficionado over here. The
I'm just
first
saying.
flashback.
But when it's like Jason Todd and Joker, it's like, oh, I've seen the Red Hood story.
we actually just accidentally ruined something for
Yeah,
Alan.
sure knows that.
Yeah,
I'll never
that
forget, like when Rise of Skywalker was coming out, and like we're like, oh well, this video is doing really well. And it was the Ray Palpatine theory. He's like, wonder why that is. Wonder why people are a video that had 100,000 is up to 3 million.
It's all dunking on me like, you were wrong, idiot.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you're probably wrong.
She's a
That
Kenobi.
sucks. And you did also spoil. What'd you spoil for me? I think it was the Palpatine thing too.
Yeah, I totally did.
Who was
in
the douche nozzle that saw the Avengers movie and like ruined it? It was like an athlete or movie star or something.
I think it was LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, didn't he like
Yeah,
say
he
like all the
tweeted
people that
out-
died and shit?
No, he tweeted when Iron Man died. He's like, I hate it had to be Iron Man. I wish it was Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, stuff like that doesn't bother me as much as like, oh, who cares? But like, just piss off
Right,
a bunch
that
of
was-
nerds.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just doing it on purpose, knowing you're
Well,
a
that
dick.
was his response.
Yeah.
Was I don't care about the nerds.
Yeah. So yeah, dickhead. Care about the nerds.
Yeah, all you have to do if you don't like mean it, just say, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that."
My bad.
He doubled down and said, "Fuck you, nerds."
Respect that kind of.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the first story here. Doctor Strange, we're all going to see it Thursday, so we'll let you know our opinions. But the Batman 2, Part 2, not sure what it's going to be called, but it has been confirmed. And Pattinson and Matt Reeves will return. They were the only two confirmed to actually return, but I imagine that Jeffrey Wright will be back as Gordon and Andy Serkis will be back as Alfred. Still no villain. Obviously, it's going to be ways away. If I would have to guess, 2024, 2025. I don't think that they're in a rush. I think they're going to take it old school. You know, the 3-year, 4-year gap between movies, not like what Disney does with the MCU and Star Wars, where it has to come out every 2 years or every year. So, but, you know, people were getting a little worried that they hadn't announced it yet, especially after the deal between Warner Brothers and Discovery and the rumors that they wanted to reboot all their DC properties. But good news. I'm so excited for them to continue this over the span of hopefully 3 to 5 movies, because I think there's a lot of story that they could tell. And Pattinson has said, I kind of have the mental trajectory of the character in my head already. So it's been such a collaborative approach between Pattinson and Reeves. So very excited for them to continue tackling this character together. Yeah. We're doing too many podcasts. I couldn't resist.
That was perfect too. Perfect
I
timing.
knew it was-
Sounded exactly like him. Holy shit.
What else do you say?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I agree. No,
No, I agree.
no, I definitely think that's what they're gonna do. 'Cause that's what
it?
they said. Yeah.
You know who does that a lot? Rick DiPietro. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
does
I've
do that.
taken that from him because I say that all the time.
Because I think the
Makes no
it's like
sense.
you're acknowledging what you said. Yeah. No, I think that,
Right. Yeah,
Doesn't
to
make
what you
sense.
say. And the
Everybody's
no
got
is
their
for
things.
the other argument
Yeah.
that would counter.
it's
Yeah,
like if
no.
you say like, so and so is a bad player. Yeah. No, he's terrible.
Right.
Or I don't know.
I don't know if that's a New York thing or just a dumb people thing.
Probably a little of both.
Yeah, right. Why
Fits in great
Why
with each other,
separate the
actually,
two?
right there.
The Venn diagram. It's like, you know how the middle's usually skinny? It's a fat middle. Skinny edges.
It's kind of like my body shape.
The best bet is to have the Batman bring in these, like I said before, bring in a random ass enemy or a villain. Like bring in somebody that's not really touched about in previous movies. Like I don't know anybody else, but that would be cool to get somebody featured.
Well, I think like that's probably what's going to happen, because even if you hear what they're saying, what they're talking about, and what stories Matt Reeves likes, and kind of what the cast has been talking about, it does point to some characters that haven't been in much movies. But like also, they really had, like, when you think about the Batman movies that have came out, it's really just the Nolan trilogy as far as like going up Batman versus someone in his rogues gallery, and then the ones from the Shoemaker ones and the fucking Tim Burton ones. No, Joel did 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he did Forever and then Batman and Robin.
And like, besides the first two Burton ones, like we didn't really get great adaptations of any of those villains. So even if they wanted to bring back an Ivy or a Freeze, I feel like that's still new enough where it's not.
Stop shaking the table.
Yeah, where like you have to be scared of doing a villain that's already been introduced. Because
I think it would set the internet on fire if they did Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
people would be so excited for that. Especially if they cast a big-time actor in that role, because the taste in people's mouths is the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of that character. And the same thing with Poison Ivy. If they announce that A-list actress and they reimagine the character to fit this Reeves universe, I think that could work as well. But even if they did go the route Nash wants them to go, that would also be a huge success, because the Court of Owls fits the vibe of this Bat universe. That is very believable that type of organization could exist. There are some small fantasy elements to the court and how they operate, and their history is something that's going to be naturally interesting for a lot of people. People love shadow conspiracy groups, Illuminati, pulling the strings. So you give Batman the opportunity to have this sprawling case that involves all of Gotham City while also beating up some people in owl masks.
Yeah, and I think also with the Arkham series, there's also, like I think we've talked about, just the opportunity to introduce just so many different more villains and rogues gallery, even introducing one to show up later in the film, like in the meantime, or kind of develop them that way. So there's a lot of different things they can do here. And like, obviously Penguin is going to be I would like the Penguin to just be like a constant throughout the three. Almost like, kind of like how Scarecrow was just always there, but like to a bigger role. Because Scarecrow he was in all three movies, really, but obviously very little in the second and third. But for him just to be a presence throughout all three while sprinkling in some other guys for Batman to fight, I think would be a good idea. But
kind of like the squirrel in Ice Age.
Yeah.
It's always in the background, not really anything to do with the story, but look what he's doing. He's doing something. He's up to something.
And obviously Riddler's still alive, so there's, they have a chance to really revisit a number of characters throughout these movies and the show. I'm really interested. They're still doing the Penguin show, right?
Yes, I think they are.
So there's going to be like a massive influx of recognizable or even less recognizable villains from the comics, but there's definitely going to be a lot to choose from. I do think Court of Owls is probably be the best choice for this universe, though.
Yeah, it's just nice to have, like, with Matt Reeves, you'll establish your own, like you'll always be tied in with that. Like, look how you said with Tim Burton.
And you have the fucking Joker, too.
Right.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger, right, with Mr. Freeze. If you get, like, your own,
Yeah, no, definitely.
your own, it's like drafting a quarterback.
Yeah,
You're the GM, and that's your guy.
Definitely.
That will always be stuck
with you. Even though he's been in college and he's had other coaches, then you get to put your own spin on it. That's James Gunn made the Guardians of the Galaxy characters his, even though obviously they were created by other writers and they've existed in stories that came along before that movie. But he definitely has the opportunity here to take the Court of Owls, because they are fairly new. They're barely 10 years old as villain, created by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. So, like you said, there's a chance to put your mark on these villains permanently, where it's going to be, maybe more stories in the future involve the Court of Owls, but Matt Reeves and Pattinson did it first.
Yeah.
And you have the chance to make them icons, because nobody knows who the Court of Owls is unless you're tapped into Batman. But the masks that they wear, the outfits, it could become a cultural phenomenon where you see it at Hot Topic or wherever the kids are shopping these days.
Yo, low-key, Target has the sickest superhero gear.
Oh, yeah.
You ever take a stroll on Target?
Haven't been to Target in a while. I normally go to the electronics.
Well, take a gander by the men's section.
Clothes. Target's got good clothes. Good prices.
They got some good deals.
If you're like within a mile of Target, it kind of just sucks you in. It's weird.
I know, man. Target's
like a
got
tide.
that power.
I love whatever you need, you go to Target. Like, what do you need?
Target will tell you.
A life.
Go to Target.
They got them there?
Yes.
How about happiness?
On sale.
You can find happiness in the form of superhero clothes and electronics, and or food. They have a craft beer section.
All right. I'm going to Target.
Yeah, go to Target.
God damn it, you sold me.
Yeah, I got these sick-ass Batman swim trunks. Can't wait to pop those out.
Ooh.
For the one day I go to the beach this summer. It's going to be a hell of a day rocking those shorts. But, yeah, I'm telling you, Target's where it's at.
Hey, I used to work at Target, so I get it.
Don't you work at? Oh yeah, he clicks. Yeah.
I'll tell you a story off air.
Well, can you get Barbies at Target? Because our next story
Yeah, you can.
is about
And they have sick Legos. I'm gonna have to
see
go
what
to
you
Target
did.
after this.
the Barbie movie.
Was that your target to do
That's
that?
my. Oh man! Wow.
I believe
That
me.
was-
I hate myself too. I hate myself too.
We're talking Barbie. We got the first look at
Got a Starbucks in that thing?
Don't they
got
have
a
like Subway in there
McDonald's
too?
right in the stove.
No, just Starbucks. I go to a classy Target.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Fancy
Well,
Target.
speaking
man.
of classy, that's a better transition. We got our first look at Margot Robbie as Barbie in the Barbie movie. Just a simple shot of her in a car, looking cute, looking like Barbie. Got the
wow,
blonde hair.
thank God they made that transition from Amy Schumer to her, because that could have been an abomination.
Yeah, the Amy Schumer idea, there was obviously an idea there that it wasn't going to be your traditional Barbie.
Right.
It was going to be the every woman, which is, if they would have came out and made that, it's a different movie entirely.
Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be, what if Barbie was a real person? And that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
A toy running around, fish out of water elements. But what's keeping me so interested in this is that Margot Robbie's very picky. Greta Gerwig is coming off of 2 great movies, and Noah Baumbach has had a great career as a writer and / director. So you have so many smart minds working on this. So I imagine it's going to be something that's very clever. It's just not going to be a cash grab.
Yeah, isn't there like a lot of people that are like signing up with this movie too? Like there's a lot.
Oh
of
yeah, the cast is
huge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone in Hollywood's either in Oppenheimer or this.
and they're coming out on the same day.
I can't wait for that battle. That's gonna be a fun box office.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Kate McKinnon, Simu Liu, Alexandra Shipp, Will Ferrell, Issa Rae, Michael Cera. So Ryan Gosling is obviously playing Ken.
Isn't that so ironic too? That he goes from The Notebook and getting that part because he wasn't that good looking to being the guy that dates Barbie. I mean, it just, what a full circle for Ryan Gosling there.
Yeah, I always say
That's
this
a hold
about
my dick moment.
certain casting directors. It's like they're sports scouts. Sometimes they just can't see it.
Yeah.
It's who's the quarterback that kept falling in the draft?
Malik
Willis.
Willis.
If that guy's a star, I'm gonna fucking kill myself, because you see it all the time that these quarterbacks fall and then they become stars.
Yeah.
Even Patrick Mahomes.
Right, Russell Wilson.
10 teams were like, no, he's he's all right, I guess. Not
Yeah.
gonna draft him. Now he's gonna be the fucking best quarterback in the league for the next 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we talked about it last podcast where obviously the people involved like has me optimistic with this film, and like,
This is truly one of my
Well, you
most
hear-
anticipated.
dude, like that and Oppenheimer coming out in the same weekend. That's cinema right there.
I love every time Oppenheimer, or however you say it. I feel like I'm saying that so weird.
No, you
but-
said it right.
Oh, cool.
What are you gonna see Thursday night?
Barbie.
Barbie?
I'm more interested. I can't wait for Oppenheimer as well. I mean, seeing that the set photos of Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. made me so excited.
It's like the perfect metaphor, though. Remember, like, well, I guess it's still going on, but like at the girls' aisle and the boys' aisle for toys.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like all the boys are going to the Oppenheimer aisle.
I just love,
all
like-
the girls going to the Barbie. It's like maybe I want to play with Barbies, Mom.
Speaking
let's
about
go get her over there.
speaking about
Double
Target,
feature.
I mean, like the
Oh, that's actually I might do that. No, I'm not. But
speaking about Target, it's like every time there's like an actor or an actress that is like signed up with the movie, they list every single person that's in that movie. And I love that ongoing joke that they have on Twitter all the time. It's like a Target receipt of all these actors and actresses. It's like, I pray every day that they add somebody else, because then you just see, oh, Oppenheimer with Bobby Bacala and Fred Doug, and they name every single person. I think
Joe
that's
Rogan.
a hilarious. Yeah.
yo, holy shit, bro!
What?
Just got fucking casted Oppenheimer, dude.
Oh my God, you're casted with Cillian Murray.
Carrot Top.
Yeah.
It's like you ever like this scenario of like the
Fred
ultra
from
masculine
YouTube.
dad going into the room and seeing his son playing with his sister's Barbies, and he just has like that disappointing moment, like that whole stereotype. That's gonna be the modern day. It's like, oh, how are the movies, son?
Yeah, right. Oh, Barbie was great. What?
Oh, but they
You get
dropped.
your ass to the theater and you go see Oppenheimer.
Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer is in theaters today. You went to go see Barbie.
Dad, I got tickets to Barbie. No,
No, he
you
hides
don't.
it.
You're grounded.
See, it's not even like he can't even. I was gonna say like he finds like the ticket stub in his pocket, but no ticket stubs anymore.
No, he takes his smartphone. You know.
Ticket stubs are
Son?
they're thing of the past.
AT&T called. Give me your cell phone information.
Not even mad about like all the like buying tokens in it, like a game with his credit card or something, or like all the porn he's
Right.
bought. It's buying a ticket to Barbie instead of Oppenheimer.
We got crypto, smart investment, NFTs. That's my boy.
That's what is this?
Honey?
They really dropped the ball on something with the Barbie movie, though. They're not gonna have the original "I'm a Barbie girl."
Thank
I'm a
God.
Barbie. Why?
Because that's like the...
Come on,
It
you
would take me-
have to.
I know this is going to sound stupid, but that would take me out of a Barbie movie.
Really?
Yes.
You were correct.
Really?
It did sound stupid.
Oh, you're agreeing
Totally
with me.
disagree.
Oh, it would just be like, of course they're playing that
So
song.
you're worried that you're going to get so invested in the toy coming to life, and then when they play the song, that's just going to be it for you. You're like, wait a minute, this isn't happening. This isn't real.
And even just do it at like the end, like at the end credits.
Are you kidding? You don't want a montage of her in the big city? I'm a Barbie girl.
That'd be
I would
great,
get
too.
chills. That'd be like when Duel of Fates dropped in Phantom Menace. Or when I heard
jazzed
the,
up, hearing you talk about
Margot
that.
Robbie, like,
No, you know what they
oh,
should do first trailer?
Shopping bags.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I like that.
We're on the same page here.
First trailer, they should do a dark, depressing cover of it, like they do with every movie. There's something in the way.
Real dramatic.
Yeah.
Or Billie Eilish's Barbie girl.
Yes.
I'm not doing a Billie Eilish.
Barbie girl.
Fucking Barbie girl.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm depressed, so I get it. No, I think they are gonna have like a remix of it though, and I saw like a name that on Twitter, just somebody random actually was talking about it on the article because I like to I'll click the article when it says like something with a movie, and I like to see the comments. I think like Nicki Minaj or like
She is Barbie.
Barbs.
Barbs, yeah.
Barbs, or what's it, Cardi B. They're gonna do some kind of like rap adaptation.
I would
or-
love for the original though. You know what
yeah.
had to have happened? They probably tried to secure the rights, and whoever owns it was like, "Give me $15 million," and they were like, "Not worth it."
'cause
James Gunn was just talking about that. The most that he's paid to clear a song was like $20 million.
Jesus. The you know
Dude,
what?
it's what, how many
Golf
times
clap
have
that,
you
man.
seen a movie
Yeah.
and heard a song and like you recognize or like, that song's fucking good. And how much money do they get from
I
those
know,
Spotify plays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks because they're probably playing hardball, but I guess at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal.
Do you
But
guys know who sings the song for $1?
Agua?
Yeah.
couldn't have named that for my fucking life. And I just saw an article
Aqua or
about it.
agua?
Aqua. A-Q-U-A.
Yeah, you think Spanish people wrote that?
I don't know.
Oh, imagine they do like a Spanish
Ooh,
adaptation.
That
Oh,
shit would be fresh.
Get Bad Bunny on that shit.
Well, whoever does it.
Helicopter.
Nobody ever believes
gonna
I'm
hate
Puerto Rican because I'm so light. And I'm like, bro, I'm the same color as Bad Bunny. Why does he get a pass?
Yeah. Yeah, you need...
He's a Puerto Rican prince. What are you, Greek?
We
I
were
mean, there's
talking-
nothing wrong with being Greek. I love the Greeks.
No, but come on. You want to stick to your heritage. I get it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Represent.
we were talking about actually. I
Boricua.
don't know why I thought about this. We were talking about, the kid from our town that got drafted by the Jets.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Who was I talking? I think it was with Teddy. We were talking about it, or
Oh,
somebody.
boy.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, first of all, he's
Poor kid.
It's
He's
a
taking
tough
it
time
hard.
for him. Everything that kid is, he's living Teddy's life, or the life Teddy imagined for himself.
Yeah.
One of my friends was like, "Yeah, it's so cool. Like, just be like $1 million athlete. Like, gets his second contract. Just bring in his crew. It's like, why couldn't none of us be like athletes or superstars or anything like that?" It's like, well, we got the soup. not as prestigious or
You know,
money
Teddy.
making, but we got
I'll never
something.
forget when Jon Stewart was interviewing Amari Stoudemire when he was in his prime. And Jon Stewart was like, man, I would love to just do what you do. And Amari's like, what do you mean? You have this. And he's like, not the same.
You know, Teddy was dusting out that Letterman that night to make himself feel better.
I mean, if I wanted to flex a little, I could bring one of my boys to a documentary premiere in the city that I don't go to.
The funniest part is that Teddy in high school was dead ass convinced he was going to the NFL and shit.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
I remember when Pearson was like, yo, this kid thinks he's going to the NFL. It was just so mean.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Dude, no, like our best player who was like sick, like the best kid, like varsity since a freshman, like no one could touch him, was the best player, probably.
You talking about SS?
Yeah, won like all the awards,
won
best
the
in the
Boomer Esiason
county,
Award.
like all that crap. It's like not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closest was McGibbon, but he never panned out in college.
Yeah.
He had a good career at Clemson, but never enough for a pro career. It's so hard in baseball, too, you know?
Yeah, that's a
You could
grind.
spend years in the minor leagues.
And on the bus and everything.
Yeah, but shout out to Jeremy Ruckert. Hope he has a good career on the Jets. Happy for him.
That's got to be awesome.
Yeah.
Get drafted by your favorite team.
All right, let's move on to the next story here. We have U.S. weekend box office. We're starting with The Bad Guys, which came in at number 1 for the second consecutive week. Dropped off 32%. Came in with $16 million. Its domestic total is 44. Number 2 was Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 2 keeps on chugging along with 11 million, 161 domestically. Worldwide, I think it's up to 320. Fantastic Beasts.
Damn.
Ooh, another bad weekend. 8 million. Domestically, it's up to 80. Worldwide, I'm not sure what it's at. I can't imagine it's that high. The Northman came in at number 4, got it 6 million, so it's got a domestic total of 22. That kind of breaks my heart. But the big surprise here is Everything Everywhere All at Once came in at number 5 with 5 million, but it had a 0% drop off, which means last week it made 5 million, this week it made 5 million. Domestically, it's got 35 million. So that's a movie that I'm excited to see what it does in the weeks moving forward. If it gets over 100 million, that's such a success off of a $25 million budget.
Definitely.
No Nicolas Cage movie on that?
No Nicolas Cage.
Wow.
No. I still haven't seen that
surprising.
one. That's definitely one I'm going to go see this week.
I'll go
but
with
yeah,
you.
that fucking basically crashed and burned at the box office.
Yeah,
And in terms
shocking.
of, when you look at the budget, the marketing, as it's felt, you felt the presence of the marketing. At least I have. I feel like I see a commercial for that movie every other day.
Yeah.
And I barely watch TV, so
What
I
was
don't
it-
know. That sucks.
I gotta look up the ratings on that because that
Great reviews.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
looks hilarious.
90%. Yeah. People are saying it's very funny.
No, it's
Just an overall solid comedy.
Yeah, that's disappointing. Because especially like when you think of, and I always hate this argument, because it's when you talk about like original ideas in Hollywood and things that are derived from IP or are part of a franchise, obviously those take up the majority of the big budget box office movies. But like there are a lot. I think the ratio is a lot, isn't as big as people make it sound. They think every movie
Right.
that comes out. But the problem is these movies just don't do well for whatever reason.
Right.
And even if they are good, or even if they do have names attached, just some of them just don't gain traction. And that's the sad part about it. Just audiences aren't seeking out these movies. They're
Right.
seeking out things that ring a bell. Oh, I know Batman. I'll go see Batman.
What pisses me off, though, is that, once again, they're pointing the finger at the wrong people. Because, listen, maybe enough people aren't going out to the theaters and people are getting tired of going to the movies. It's just not interesting in them anymore. But we've talked about it for years, the changes theaters and studios need to make to bring more people in. This isn't a new problem. They've been on a downward trajectory for years now. They've known that this was coming just because the pandemic sped it up. And now they're pointing, the finger always gets pointed at the middle class. Why aren't you dumbasses coming out to see more movies? Lower the fucking prices. Like, you want us to come back that badly? Stop giving The Rock $30 million to climb a skyscraper. Aaron's over here weighing that decision. Well, I think The Rock deserves it.
I don't know what world you're trying to live in.
What'd you say?
I don't know what world you're trying to live in.
But you look at some of the budgets for these movies, and then you look at The Green Knight. The Green Knight looks better than most. The Green Knight's looking better than Marvel productions that have and it's because that money's not going towards making the movie look better. It's going towards paying every actor for every fucking cameo, or paying for reshoots because they don't have fucking scripts.
Yeah, it's. Well,
Tell
think about
them.
it with like
I'm pissed today. The
Northman,
Supreme
Everything,
Court
Everywhere, All at
fucking
Once, and Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. 3 pretty Northman's derivative of Hamlet, whatever. But like, obviously, it's original in terms of its storytelling and presentation. So like 3 very good, critically acclaimed movies, and just having different outcomes at the box office. Original works, and Doctor Strange is going to come and make more money than all 3 of them combined in an opening week. So it's like that's just where we're at this point, and it sucks. But like,
Yeah, but
theaters are going to hang on to. They're going to use these big budget movies to make their money, so they can afford when people don't come out to see these movies.
Right, and that's the thing. They're not going to change it. They're going to take the easy way out, and they're just going to focus on these bigger movies. And now you're seeing a lot of these chain theaters are trying to kill independent theaters because they're not allowing these movies to play at their theaters. So when you want to go see an independent movie or a movie like Everything Everywhere All at Once, you have to go to a Regal. You can't go to your local theater because they're not letting them play them. That, to me, it's just the corporations are just taking the exact opposite approach of what they should actually be doing in order to not only preserve the business model but preserve cinema. That has to matter. I understand it is about making money, but at the end of the day, if you start taking out these small theaters, dude, then we're going to get to a point where these movies never play in theaters because, like you said, they're going to decide, no, we only want the big budget stuff. So what's the fucking plan here? It doesn't look good.
Streaming services is just, I guess, would be the answer if they start getting rid of all these independent theaters. But the thing that pisses me off is like, all right, you want to keep the fucking price at $24 to, again, see The Rock and Emily Blunt on a fucking, Carnival ship,
Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck them.
You want it to be $30?
Yeah, they deserve more. No, and then you go for popcorn in a water bottle, and it's $17. At least lower that aspect. I mean,
no, that's legitimate. We all joke about the food prices, but it's all legitimate at this point. It's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
If you're even a family of 3, you're going to be paying close to $70 for the theater experience. It was supposed to be a middle-class luxury. It was supposed to be the working man's art. It's not supposed to be opera where you're paying $400. It's not supposed to be fucking ballet.
Yeah.
But now it's especially with this now bullshit premium pricing shit. They'll do everything but the fucking right thing. They won't take the loss in the short term to preserve the model in the long term. It pisses me off.
No, and then, that's why you sneak in fucking snacks. The snacks that I brought in the other day.
But you snuck in like bad snacks.
I'm sorry?
It was
a bad snack haul.
Ooh. All right. Well,
and you're talking to a guy who sneaks in edamame to movies.
Yeah,
and that's a good movie snack?
It actually is. You ever have some edamame?
I'll try it.
If you would have just had 2 of those snacks, it was just such a... It was quite the selection.
You don't know what you wanted at the moment. So
what was your stomach doing at the end of that movie?
I was starving. But the Warheads were definitely a bad pick. That one was. I'll give you that one. But everybody said,
what the fuck?
They were like the Warhead gummies. Oh, they were terrible. I don't know why I got that. But like at the same time, it's like, I go for a little popcorn right now. You know what? Taste buds to change it up. The hit peas. Whoever said the hit peas were bad, you deserve to get fucking obliterated because hit peas is the bee's knees. They are amazing. They are so good.
I always regret though not getting popcorn because when I sit and I smell it, I'm like, I wish I had that.
It hurts my tummy. I can't do it.
It hurts my tummy too, but I can't resist.
It's just the perfect. It's so good.
Speaking of things I can't resist, James Cameron's Avatar 2, The Way of Water, actually exists. Look at that. We've got some still images. Apparently a trailer ran before Doctor Strange, and it's going to be continuously running before all screenings of Doctor Strange. I can't wait to see that trailer. I've said this on the pod before. I love the original Avatar. And they confirmed the title over the weekend that it's The Way of Water. And James Cameron has been teasing this for a long, long time, that the second movie was going to focus on the oceans of Pandora. To me, that sounds so appealing. A fantasy movie set on a alien planet where they focus on the fucking ocean. We always talk about how fucked our ocean is. He's got a great imagination. You can't take that away from him. So I think just pure action spectacle in the ocean, I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are feeling. I mean, have you seen the original Avatar?
I have.
What are your thoughts on it?
I watched it with you.
Oh, yeah. We watched it, me, you, and Pete, right?
Yeah, in the living room. Yeah.
It's a fucking throwback.
Yeah.
Avatar is, like, say what you will about, like, the story itself. Like, for when it came out, it was fucking breathtaking.
Yeah.
And the amount of technological advancements that have happened since then, I expecting nothing less than, like, a visual masterpiece.
14 years,
And it's fucking James Cameron. Like, people just don't, like, they sleep on James Cameron, I feel like, which is absurd.
Every time. It's a cycle. We talked about it when Nat Megley, made a guest appearance on our podcast, that every time he drops a movie, you can't doubt him.
Yeah.
People will, and then he proves them wrong.
It's like
Titanic, never gonna work, never gonna happen.
Every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. When he drops a movie, I'm like, yo, this shit's heat, though.
Right. Or separate the art from the artist. But these images, just looking at the Na'vi, I mean, they looked real in the last one. 14 years later, they're gonna be like coming off of the fucking screen and shit.
And if Aquaman did anything, it's piss off James Cameron about how terrible their water scenes looked. He's about to show everybody how it's done.
I actually went to a pig roast at...
Such a funny transition.
Yeah, I went to a pig roast at a guy that worked on the Avatar set with the camera like lenses and shit.
The new one.
No, the old one.
Okay.
So, I mean, they had money.
Oh, yeah.
It was
you never know who you're going to meet at a
friend's
pig roast.
roommate, dad. And we went to the parents' house, and they were throwing a party and whatnot and shit. And, I mean, they did very well. But, like, yeah, so at the time, when Avatar first came out, that was like, fucking whoa.
Yeah.
And I know people that did the camera stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Get them on the pod.
I'll see what I could do.
That's
I gotta pull some strings.
We had a street fair the other day, and I was walking down the street, and one of the vendors just had
you and a mustache.
Had a pig on a skewer going around and around in a rotisserie. I was like, that's gross.
Pig roast.
I know, but like where everyone can see it.
I'm gonna slap you onto one of those one day. Grease you up.
Pig roast. That's something you want for your birthday.
I remember our friend.
I did want to be roasted for my birthday.
Our friend Pete was so obsessed with this movie, he was convinced that Pandora was a real place.
Yeah, he loved that movie.
He loved that movie.
But
I used to love it too. So he like hit me up when it came out, when it was on DVD. Like, yo, what are you doing tonight? Avatar?
Watch it like 7 times.
Pete watched Avatar maybe 4 times.
Yeah. He used to love that movie.
Yeah, that's funny.
Shout out Pete.
I think the funniest meme that's come out recently is Sigourney Weaver's character when she's
Stanford
shirt.
shirt.
Stanford
so
shirt.
fucking funny, dude. This big ass bitch got a Stanford shirt. She's like 10 feet tall.
Made.
Such a goofy ass movie.
And you know she was just waiting for someone to be like, oh, what's that? Oh, Stanford.
Oh, you ever heard of it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
No.
You have colleges on Pandora?
You
Right.
it's her thing.
No free college on Pandora. Well, Stanford's not cheap. But I'm excited for this. I think these images do look incredible.
Are they paying off student debt in Pandora?
Yeah, I don't think they have those issues. I don't know if they have like a financial system. But, the fantasy elements in the first one, I like the whole having to bond with your dragon creature thing. So, like I
the
said,
hair sex.
Yeah, the hair sex is pretty hot.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're going to be in the water, so they're going to be slippery. But the one shot of all of them, there's a whole army of them on the water. So I'm like, what the fuck are they? What did they get my boy Jake Sully involved in here? You know, what other tests does he have to pass in order to be accepted? Even though he fucking saved them. But who knows? Who knows who's going to be the villain? There's rumors that what's his face from Don't?
Yeah, I forget.
Fuck, I can't remember his name. Yeah, the military man, Stephen Lang. There's rumors that Stephen Lang is going to return, even though he was like obliterated into pieces in the first one. So obviously no Michelle Rodriguez. She got clipped. But I'm excited for this, man.
I gotta watch Avatar again.
That would be a fun revisited before it comes out.
Yeah.
Can I get
We're gonna re-release it in theaters.
Teddy's gonna be like, oh, I watched the Last Airbender.
Yeah,
Wait, what'd you guys watch?
Yeah, the M. Night one.
2 mistakes. Oh, classic Teddy. Even hypothetical Teddy makes me laugh.
He's a character, all right.
I'll definitely go. I want to see it in the theaters when it re-releases.
Oh, hell yeah.
Have that IMAX 3D. That's a movie I'll see in 3D. Wasn't he like experimenting with a glassesless 3D?
Glassless. Yeah, he was. I don't think he made it. I don't think he had that in him. They're like, James, like, do a play then. Just go on Broadway if you want people to come off the stage.
Straight up jump at you. Yeah. Straight up like Seth Rogen in Pineapple Express when he jumps.
But they don't do IMAX 3D anymore, right?
Yeah, Pineapple Express too. For this, they will.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if they could do that now.
Oh,
Franco.
You get Dave Franco.
I don't know if Seth Rogen wants to even work with Franco, period. Any kind of Franco.
You just, who's like the James Franco equivalent right now? Just put Chalamet in there.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, right?
It's not disrespectful.
It's a Chalamet, right?
Yeah.
I think he's got those vibes, though. He can play like a goofy stoner. Franco was so good at that. It's a shame he's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
I feel like he is like, he's not goofy though, because I feel like in like a lot of movies he's been a stoner.
James Franco?
No, Chalamet.
Oh, yeah.
Lady Bird, right?
Right.
And what's the one with...
Don't Look Up.
Yeah, Don't Look Up.
He was kind of goofy and Don't Look Up.
Yeah, he was smoking.
He's like, you're on Twitch, you game?
Beautiful Boy was more heroin. But, you know.
He was a big gamer.
Oh, yeah. He used to, his YouTube channel, he used to like bedazzle controllers. And shit.
He used to have all these custom made controllers.
Did you see that meme going around as a kid who throws a rave every time he gets a kill in Call of Duty?
Absolutely hilarious.
So fucking funny.
Bro,
yeah, that's really funny.
It's so over the top that it's so fucking funny. And the fist bump when the flames in the back, it's electric, man.
All right, let's move on to our next story here. We have Justin Lin, director of Fast 10, is out. He's been replaced by the director of The Incredible Hulk, who's also a director of the 2 Transporter films. He's done some other projects here. I don't think he's got quite the resume of a Justin Lin, who obviously helped revive the franchise with Fast 5, which is often considered the best one. Did you guys read into this about why he left?
Yeah, Vin Diesel, out of shape, can't remember his lines, and just probably wants too much control, right?
Did you see that video that Vin Diesel recorded with Justin Lin just a week ago? Did you see that?
No.
So he's got Justin Lin on set. Justin Lin looks like he's being held hostage. Vin Diesel's like, first day on set, so excited. What do you think, Justin? Justin's like,
best one yet?
Best. And my heart tells me it's going to be the best one yet. He looks so nervous. And then
that franchise,
a couple days later, he's gone. So The Rock has been vindicated? This goes back to Fast 8. The Rock said, these candy asses on set don't know how to work. They're not bringing it every day.
Right.
Now we have
and I don't
a second witness.
This disappoints me. I don't know why.
It does, too. I'm disappointed
in family of him.
No.
He's better than, this is his baby. I feel like if anybody, he's the most committed to it.
Right. That's always the perception you get from him.
The only creative difference is because he cares too much. Now I hear that he doesn't give a shit at all. What am I to believe?
Right. The rumors after Lin exited, before they replaced him with this new director, was that Vin would just direct it. Mm-hmm. So I thought, maybe it's more of Vin feels like he knows his franchise like the back of his hand. Let me just do it. It's sort of like a lot of people called for that when Tim Miller wasn't going to direct Deadpool 2. They were like, just let Ryan Reynolds do it. Or let, Shadow direct it. And I'm sure that's what Vin is going to be doing with this new director. But Fast 9 wasn't good. So if Fast 10 is supposed to be the epic conclusion, and they got rid of their director, like I said, who revived the franchise, who made a great Star Trek movie in between these movies. So he's a well-respected name. So for him to exit after a couple of weeks of production, it's a bad sign. And like you said, I know you're being funny, a little tongue-in-cheek, but I truly, because I've always said this about Vin Diesel on the podcast.
It hurts me.
That he loves film, that he truly does appreciate the craft of filmmaking and the history of cinema. But it's definitely harder to stay in shape when you're that age, but you know what you're getting yourself into.
All right.
You know the timetables, you know the schedules, so yeah.
I'm so happy. This
music to your ears.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing.
It's sad. I think it's a sad day.
Sad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, devastating. I'm so happy.
It's like, the owner who just, it's like a James Dolan thing. It's like, he might not make the best decisions, but at the end of the day, he cares about the Knicks, and he wants them to succeed. That's all, that's what Vin Diesel is. Now he's just incompetent, and that's very sad to hear. Bright side, though, if he does direct this movie, I feel like it can get fucking wild. In, the worst possible way, which might be the best outcome for this franchise.
Oh, please, Jesus. Sweet mother of God, just put the kibosh on it. Just say, all right, you know what? We're done with these movies. I mean, I can't even get in on that joke.
Why?
The whole watch.
You just straight up hate these movies.
I fucking just straight up hate it. And usually, I like to play along. I'm a playful guy. I can't. But it's so fucking annoying. And I don't know. You know what? Maybe this is getting old. I don't know. You know what? And I'm happy. I'm happy that it's burning and crumbling to the ground.
Keep going.
I think he should fuck off. You know?
Vin?
Yeah, straight up. Him and his family, fuck you.
I want him to direct it. He should just take over.
Whoa.
What, me? Whoa.
No, not
No,
you.
you said Vin's family.
Yeah. Well,
The Petroleums?
Well, the whatever, not his actual family. Whatever.
Is that nepotism?
New director, Vincent Petroleum III. I wonder who that is. Just Vin's name.
Vin with the mustache.
Vin
And glasses.
That's all you need. Yeah, glasses. Turns out to be a real guy. I always love that bit
What?
in cartoons when the guy with the mustache is actually just another person.
And you pull the mustache and it doesn't come off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite bit kind of like that was from BoJack when it's the kid in the trench coat.
So fucking funny.
But
dude.
that's just who he is, I guess.
Yeah. it's so funny. Oh, I miss BoJack when it was funny. All right, let's move on to the last story here. We're going over this trailer for Olivia Wilde's second movie. It's her follow-up to Booksmart, which was a big hit. Most people really like that. Now we have sort of, I don't know what to call this, an erotic thriller or just kind of a thriller. I think it's erotic just because Harry Styles and Florence Pugh are holding each other in an intimate way. So for me,
Yeah.
it's just erotic.
Well, there's some stills that it's definitely erotic, all right.
Yeah, no, they got people churning in their seats. I thought it was a solid trailer. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not familiar with the source material that the movie is based on.
That's ballsy by Olivia Wilde. Casting her boyfriend and being like, here, go get hot and sweaty with this.
Cuck.
What?
She's a cuck. She's got to be.
No. I think it's just more of like, here, baby. Look what I got you. Got you this role.
Yeah.
I always forget that they're like a couple.
Yeah. And it's like, here's this young, beautiful actress that you can have to hold.
young, beautiful actress.
Well, Olivia
make out
Wilde,
with.
I'm sure she's she's pretty bad herself.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know. Maybe it's like a heat check. It's like, yeah, I still got it. He's still coming back to me.
Right.
Florence, who do you think you are?
Florence.
And meanwhile, Harry's like, fuck yeah. You know, get best of both worlds.
And Zach Braff's just sitting there like, I didn't sign up for any of this.
In a panic.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways that this can go wrong for me.
Did you see what happened with Olivia Wilde?
So funny.
She got served.
They put the video out today.
Yeah.
She handled it pretty well.
She did.
She's like, oh, okay.
I mean,
I feel bad. Like, obviously, it's a shitty situation, and like, obviously, when you're that famous, your private life sometimes just gets leaked out, which is unfortunate and everything. And I don't really.
Well, most
care.
people get served papers, and they're not
Yeah.
cameras on them. They're
Yeah.
not announcing their next movie.
So I don't really care
Like
what
they're at the
happened
grocery store.
between them.
Yeah.
I like them both, Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde. I think they're both very good, and they seem like just decent people. But
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You don't want to put your name to that. You don't know if they're decent.
yeah.
I'm saying from what I could
Yeah,
tell,
but you haven't seen much.
I could tell these things.
You could tell?
Yeah. Me and Harry
That's
actually go way back. He's
that's a
giving me
dangerous
all the
game you're
information.
playing.
Yeah, that's you want to put. I don't know. I would like to hear your thoughts on Weinstein pre-2000.
Or Spacey. What an actor,
You know,
man.
I'll
I mean,
stick
My
my-
gut's telling me that's
Actually-
Spacey.
I'm firm. Whatever
You're firm?
happens, if anything bad happens to Sudeikis and Wilde, I'll go down.
You're
with
going
them.
down with that shit.
Any information that comes out about them.
I'm going to disappoint you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're counting on Hollywood stars to be good people?
I just think they seem like nice people. Didn't
Didn't
work out for them.
Olivia
That's
Wilde
sad.
cheat on him?
Did she?
I thought she cheated
Oh yeah,
on
no.
him
Harry
with
Styles straight up broke up their marriage.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that the thing?
I thought they just broke up and she was like, ooh, Harry.
No, I think she just wanted a young buck.
Well, anyway. What
What's
was
your
I going
point?
to say? Oh,
You just got sniped on that hill already, bro.
You already taken one shot.
You're going to bleed out, bro.
but like, it's Harry Styles too.
Yeah.
I feel like Jason's probably was like, well, it's Harry Styles.
Yeah, if it had to be anyone, right?
If it was Zach Braff, I think he had every right to be upset.
Yeah.
That bothers
For
me for some
Sudeikis
reason.
even to pull that, though, I mean,
I never got that. Like, people are like, oh, how did Jason Sudeikis get Olivia Wilde? Like, he's a very rich, good-looking, funny guy who's super famous. Oh, how does
I
how
think
does he
that
get an
one-
attractive
yeah.
wife?
There have been way bigger pulls in the history of pulling. If we wanted
Clemens.
to-
I mean,
people will
Clemens,
call
and I'll never get over that.
Even like Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson's like, oh, how did Colin Jost? I don't know. He's like 6'6", very attractive, hilarious, and has a very famous as well. I wonder how he got an
I don't
attractive
know.
partner.
Just when you look that way and you're that gorgeous, you expect come on, nobody expected Sudeikis to pull Olivia Wilde. I think a little out of the league. But Sudeikis is the man.
Unexpected, but you can once you look at them for long enough, you can see they looked good as a couple. They looked like a good couple.
They did though.
Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde, they look weird.
Yeah, that doesn't belong.
I don't want to gossip, but
yeah. Well, anyway, Jason Sudeikis.
What the fuck do you guys think about this trailer?
Hold on, last thing. Everyone's blaming him, but it's not his fault. That's the paper person. That's the paper person's fault.
Sure.
Yeah, that was
a
just,
lawyer.
Yeah, that's an
but you
attention
serve
grab.
whenever you can serve.
I always serve.
Oh, perfect moment to serve. That's a power play.
That just makes the whole thing.
They should have cast him in the Chris Pine role in this trailer. Chris Pine's becoming one of my favorites, man. He's good at a lot of things. He's good at just being the everyman. He's good at being a little creepy.
He was really good in the movie. Wasn't that great? What was the adaptation? It was like a kids movie. Ava DuVernay. What's the name of that movie? Wrinkle in Time. Not a great movie. He was very good in it. But yeah, he's becoming like a hell or high water too. Like he's been having like a real good stretch where I feel like people.
He's a man.
Like not that they didn't take him seriously at first, but I feel like he always was played like just the stereotypical like, oh, I'm Chris Pine, the person that Nash thinks Olivia Wilde should end up with type guy.
Yeah, it almost feels like he should be an even bigger star than he actually is.
But he should
be more of a household name.
And he's one of the Chris's. He took Pratt's spot, right? In the power rankings?
I would say the consensus is he's the number one Chris.
Number one?
Yeah.
No.
Because he's so unproblematic. I'm not saying Chris Evans is problematic, but Chris Pine, I think he gets the edge because he's a little sexier.
Well, Hemsworth is number one, Chris.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hemsworth is number one.
Oh, how could I forget that, Chris?
Well, he's like Jay-Z. Like you're not gonna like who's the best rapper today? Jay-Z. He's a legend.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Yes, I compared Chris Hemsworth to Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's shocking.
They're very similar heights. Jay-Z's a tall guy.
Oh, I was about to say, is Chris Hemsworth short? Like, I don't think so.
Jay-Z's like 6'2", 6'3". I'm
Really?
6'2". How the fuck he fit in the new Bugatti?
oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah, fuck it, you got me.
Slinging the wrong rocks.
Yeah, that's good. The funniest tweet of all time is when it was an NBA player
The
found
Bin
out
Laden
that
one?
Osama was tall.
Yeah.
So he should have been hooping.
No, he's playing with the wrong rockets.
Well, that was after the fact, but the original was like, he's tall as fuck, he should have been hooping.
You know
Yeah,
what,
who,
Loki's
Terry Rozier? Was
Instead of trying to
Terry
kill people.
Was that Terry
Yeah,
Rozier?
I think it was
Scary Terry?
A funny ass tweet from an athlete recently was Lamar Jackson when the new emojis dropped and had the pregnant guy. He's like, yo, why buddy pregnant?
Lamar Jackson's funny on Twitter.
He is. I like when athletes are like. I feel like we're seeing that more and more nowadays.
Oh yeah,
where they have like more of a personality. Like, oh wait, no, I have my own outlet here, and I can reach many more people than fucking these news reporters can do and twist their story. I'm just gonna hang out on Twitter.
Credit to Colin Cowherd, man. What he's done for Draymond. He said, "Hey, I'm going to start this podcast network, and you're going to be the premier show." And now that Draymond podcast is blowing up, that's becoming. I think a lot of athletes are going to follow that. You know, Jeter obviously started it as well with the Players Tribune, you know, allowing athletes to have their own voices. But I think they're realizing all I need is a mic, a camera. I'm also a millionaire. I can build like a fucking studio if I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, it's so easy to get yourself out there these days. All right, let's move on to fan questions.
All right.
But yeah, I think like it's gonna be a good movie.
Hit it.
That's for the fan to decide.
People you call up to the show, you better be ready. That's what you're supposed to do. Sitting there arguing and you're trying to spell your name and all of this other stuff. It's not your show, it's my show. I'm giving you the opportunity to speak your mind. Don't call up here unless you got something to say.
That's what we were talking about, right?
That was pretty, actually. That was well timed. Yeah. This question here from Max Freeze. Gun to your head. I like how we started this. It's very violent. What movie would you rather watch on a plane? It's a funny question. Boogie Nights or Wolf of Wall Street?
Do I have the gun on the plane?
Yeah, you let a shot off the fucking... And the whole plane's going to come
How'd
down.
they get the gun
I'll
on the
pull
plane?
my door
first
if
of
I
all?
see anybody with a gun. Are you kidding me? Yeah, just fly out.
I think Wolf of Wall
Wolf
Street.
of
I
Wall
like
Street.
long movies on plane rides because it really occupies my time.
I think it's more of like other people seeing what you're watching.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Because like obviously both of them have like explicit content.
Wolf of Wall Street. Because
I feel like it's more
could,
recognizable. I feel like not a lot of people are going to be like, was that person watching Boogie Nights? Okay. No, they'd probably think, why is this guy watching some 80s?
Why is he watching porn?
Yeah, some smut film from the 90s.
Why does that porn star look like Mark Wahlberg?
But like Wolf of Wall Street, it's like, oh, it's Leo. It's that's cinema. When he's doing cocaine out of that asshole. That's art.
Yeah. That's hard.
So, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. You know, I was on a plane once, and they didn't have any movies or anything, and I watched Arthur for 2.5 hours.
The cartoon?
Yeah. They had that, and actually, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say they didn't have a movie. They had Venom playing, so I just put on Arthur instead.
Where'd you fly?
It was Dominican Republic.
That's all they had was Venom?
They had Venom, and they gave you options on PBS. It was that and another cartoon, but I watched Arthur instead.
You gotta fly JetBlue, man. I was watching Dune with my feet up.
It was JetBlue.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
Rob.
I just took, or I took a cheap.
Took the old
Or
models.
maybe, was it? No, it was JetBlue, yeah.
This question here from Shane Lisa.
Yo.
Most anticipated Cannes film. Well, in terms of directors, Cronenberg,
Yeah.
Kelly Reichardt, Claire Denis, James Gray, Hirokazu Koreeda, Park Chan-wook. I'm reading them off of Google.
Yeah. I'm like, no way. After your third one, I'm like, you're just saying things.
You're a god.
You could have made up names.
You made those names up? Yeah.
Those, I mean, it's impossible to pick one. If you truly, out of that list that I just named, I don't even know what James Gray's last film is. And that's the thing. I don't know much about the films that they're debuting here. I think the Cronenberg movie is stacked with a stacked cast. Impossible to pick. But maybe, I guess Cronenberg because, you know, it's Cronenberg. And whatever he does,
like,
he normally fucking knocks your socks off. You know, it's going to be something incredible.
Yeah, and I feel like none of these movies, I mean, especially with it's, I wouldn't say it's just, like, it's one of the earlier ones, too. So by the time any of these films start to gain steam, probably around late summer, early fall, it's like you really don't know too much about them. Usually when you get some word out, it's like, oh, you know, this one, whatever the award's name is at Cannes, it's like, now I'm anticipating that more for maybe something like TIFF or New York or something of that nature. But you really don't know the reaction to any of these movies. And you'll get ones that you weren't even expecting that's like blew audiences away. So
You guys got invited to
Got a
that?
22-minute standing ovation. What, Cannes? I didn't
apply. Yeah, I think we could have gotten in, but you know, France is very
staying
far
local.
away. Well, Kelly Reichardt,
Try to TIFF in New York, and that's it.
That would have been a nice little trip, though.
yeah, maybe one day. When Kelly Reichardt released First Cow in 2020, I love First Cow. Immediately bought it on Blu-ray. One of my favorite movies of all time. So I went back and I think I've watched mostly everything she's done. So I'm excited to now be familiarized with her to where she's releasing a new movie. Same thing with Hirokazu Koreeda. I've loved so many of his movies over the years. Just a few years back, Shoplifters, one of the best movies of 2018. Still Walking, After the Storm. And Claire Denis, like I said, Claire Denis, Cronenberg, are such established names at this point, so you get hyped for that as well. It's a stacked lineup. Park Chan-wook.
You should remind me, I need to get a passport.
You're welcome. You have to renew
didn't
it
get
or
one?
get
Yeah.
one.
No, I have the enhanced license for Canada. I got to renew it because
Oh, you didn't go for it either way?
no, I still got to do that.
You know,
She
they
said-
ended up sending me my passport a day before we left.
So I got to get it expedited, but yeah, thanks for reminding
No,
me.
you
You
have
got a
enough
post
time.
office, right?
Yeah. You have enough time. In the summer? You need it for the summer, right?
July.
Yeah, you'll have enough time
Plenty
if you
of
go
time.
now.
Well,
Everything
how-
was backed up because of the pandemic.
I don't
But I
know
think
why
it's good now.
this shouldn't make me happy, but the fact that I'm like gonna be in Italy before Teddy, like makes me happy.
Oh, right, because of the honeymoon.
Yeah, his got canceled.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, you can hold that over his head. He's going to have to, like, watch Naruto.
Wait, you're going to Italy?
Maybe I'm going to Greece, but we might fly into Rome, and I want to just so I can fuck with Teddy.
I want to go to Rome so bad. I've heard so many good things about Rome.
I hear it's a tourist trap, but like in a good way.
I mean, but they pick pockets.
They're very good at it.
But my
Watch a
cousin Grant
documentary
always
on
says
Like
that.
robbing me?
Oh yeah. That's all over Italy. I mean, all over Europe, really.
They got sticky hands there.
I mean, in the city, I'm always freaking out. I'm always like covering my pockets, bro. Phone poking out.
I just wear tight pants. Like, try me. See if I won't feel it.
It's just like nowadays, though, like, why rob? You know, like, everything's card, so I'm just going to cancel it.
Once this podcast comes out, crime is going to dip dramatically after everyone hears what you just said. It's like John Lennon. Imagine there's no countries.
Yeah. I'm
Borders
the John Lennon.
have been eradicated.
It's a good point, though. Like, yeah, I'm going to cancel the card. You're just making a huge inconvenience. You're just
Yeah.
being a dick at that point.
Right.
Take my cash. Don't make me have to
Because
get a
nobody
new
carries
card.
cash anymore.
Now I
anyway.
got to change all my subscriptions.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, shit, I didn't pay that off because somebody stole my card.
So not only did you risk getting, like, arrested for robbery, but I'll just give you $100.
Yeah.
Just ask me.
Yeah.
I do not want to change my card.
Like, so you hold me up with a knife, and I just show you, like, hey, I got who carries cash anymore? Sorry, pal. You got Venmo? I'll send Venmo.
I'll Venmo
Yeah,
you.
I'll Venmo you.
This question here from Matt Sampson.
Little robbery emoji, like a masked man.
Yeah.
What director would you trust to revive Superman like Taika did with Thor? I've said this many times. Greta Gerwig. I think she would be the choice. Go coming-of-age Superman, 16, 17, trying to get into college, trying to move to Metropolis, all those regular kid problems. Oh, wait, he's got super strength. That's funny. So that would be my choice. Yeah. Even, Jordan Peele, I think going like the Rami route where you break into the business with horror movies, horror movie after horror movie, but he's got such great comedic chops. He's got a lot of heart in his films, and I think he's got great filmmaking sensibilities. He'll be able to keep the kind of the horror essence of his style, apply that to the villainous characters like Rami did with Goblin and Doc Ock, and then make that optimistic Boy Scout Superman. I think he would actually be a good choice as well.
I feel like Lord and Miller bring a lot of charm to their projects. That might translate well to the Superman character.
Give me the Safdie brothers.
Safdie.
Safdie. Give me the Safdie brothers.
We should have put that as a story. Adam Sandler leading their next movie.
Isn't that Safdie? It's Safdie?
I thought it was the Safdies.
Safdies.
Safdies? Mm-hmm. Why am I saying Safdie?
I have no idea.
You've been reading about former authoritarian leader Muammar Gaddafi?
Yeah, yep. I couldn't recite that if you asked me to just say what you said. I could not.
I definitely got the first name wrong.
Yeah, well,
Gaddafi just keeps reminding me of Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
Dude, they dragged that guy into the streets and they murdered him.
Wow, that really...
All right, next question.
next fan question.
Another one from Matt Sampson. Biggest snub from the NBA 75 list. Easy. Dwight Howard. Not even close.
We're the big one. Kyrie Irving, right? Dwight Howard.
Klay Thompson.
Clay.
I don't think T-Mac made it.
Man, you take away that 2016 playoff run, Kyrie's legacy looking real funny in the light. It's looking real funny in the light. If you're going to put Dame on it, Kyrie's got to be on it.
Yes.
But out of everyone, I still think the biggest snub is Dwight Howard. There was a point in the league where it was LeBron and Dwight. Whereas you had one or the other, you were a championship contender. And he was at that level for like 8 years, dude.
Yeah.
3 defensive players of the year. How many rebounding titles does he have?
I mean, the Lakers definitely hurt his legacy, like, from that point on, but he never played, like, a lot of those years, he still played well, and he was still always a force defensively. And basically, like, leaving him out is basically saying, like, we only care about offense.
But I think leaving him out even goes further than that. I think it's similar to, like, T.O. in the Hall of Fame. People just don't like him. Because that's inexcusable. Dennis Rodman gets in. Ben Wallace. Was Ben Wallace on? I don't think he was.
I don't think he was.
But he's got to be on that list, dude.
Yeah.
He's the best center of the 2000s.
Yeah.
Even though, Shaq kind of tapers off a little bit, but...
Oh, yeah. Nah, that's kind of... I still... Shaq was dominant until 06.
Right.
Yeah,
but he's number 2 at the very least, so...
And Dwight Howard was like the last center to take his team, to be the star of the team to the finals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then it kind of just... There was a period where the centers didn't even matter. You know? Like, they had that... And then...
And he was also the focal point of an offense that stressed the 3-point shot.
Yeah.
So they got the ball rolling. It was them in Phoenix. I don't know. To me, that's the biggest snub. Klay Thompson, I think, also somehow gets underrated because he's played second fiddle to Curry, then he had to play third fiddle. But that dude takes over playoff games, man. Game 6, Klay.
Probably the best catch and shooter of all time. Probably the second to third best shooter of all time. I mean,
yeah, people always said that Klay couldn't be a number one option on a team. I always disagreed with that.
But again, too, the biggest part of his game that gets overlooked is his defensive ability.
Klay, Klay D's up.
So. Yeah, he locks the fuck up.
Yeah.
Especially around then.
Damian Lillard, like I said, he should have. If you're going to put him on this list, there's some other guys that should have been included as well.
You think that's just kind of like saying, you haven't really won anything, and we appreciate you just staying in Portland and making one franchise relevant? Because without you, I mean, they would probably have to move because Portland is...
Maybe it had something to do with that, but the whole, I don't run from the grind shit, it's getting played out. Nobody's giving
him and Beal need to go.
Right, and I think Beal, a good place for Beal would be Dallas. I think lining him up with Luka, I think that's exactly what Luka would need. Another perimeter scorer.
I thought Beal would be great on the Lakers, but when that whole trade thing was
they
going
can
around,
pull that off, baby. Woo! I need LeBron to get 5 so bad. Just so I can at least tell Kobe fans to shut up.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah.
Never again tell me to count the rings. Count the finals MVPs. All right, next question. We'll take one last one. This one here from Giselle Yolanda.
Yo.
Oh, sorry. No question for you, Giselle. This one here from Oakley. Are you excited for Michael Fassbender and David Fincher teaming up on The Killer? Hell yeah.
Who was it, Giselle? Last question? It's like, get in here. They're finally reading one.
Honey!
Damn, did she even
have
have
family.
Did she have a question or no?
She was right above the one that I was going to ask. She actually has an NBA question. We can ask that one after this one. I'll take that last one. But yeah, apparently this movie...
You said last one. We can't
What
do
was
it.
the question?
Are you excited for Fincher and Fassbender teaming up for Fincher's upcoming movie, The Killer, which is based on a graphic novel, a French graphic novel about an anonymous hitman who also happens to be Christian. It's produced by Brad Pitt, and it's also starring Tilda Swinton. It's going to be a Netflix movie.
Oh,
Damn.
sweet.
He
still has that deal with them, right?
Yes, he does. Yeah, he's got that production deal. So this is something that I think we'll be happy about because we've desperately wanted Fassbender to work with better directors and on projects that seem promising, and this one definitely does seem like it will be good.
Yeah, I mean, he's another one of those no miss guys, right? Aliens 3, maybe.
Right, but first movie, right? I'm pretty sure that's his first movie. So, and it's got some redeeming qualities.
How do you have a deal on Netflix and you still can't get Mindhunter? Get it back.
Right, what's up with that, though? They don't want to do it, right? It's not him.
No, he wants to do it.
Yeah, he wants to do it. Netflix doesn't, right?
Like, yeah, you want this movie? Give me Mindhunter. But whatever. It's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah, it's so whack, though.
It is fucking whack. It's such a good show.
It's very good.
But, yeah, I mean, we talked, like you said, with Fassbender, like, just having terrible selections when it comes to a project season of recently. So, yeah, hopefully this gets back on track and just reminds everyone, like, yo, Fastman can act.
Have you guys ever seen Panic Room?
No.
I remember seeing the trailer and being like, oh, that looks good.
I've never seen that.
No?
What the
I
hell
wonder
is
if
it?
it's good. Fincher movie.
Panic Room.
What was that? Oh,
02.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember as
seen
a
a trailer
kid,
like a
the
kid,
marketing. And there's been so many jokes about it.
Panic Room.
What else did you say? Tilda Swinton's in it too?
Yeah, Tilda Swinton, she's one of those where I'm like Stephen A. when he talks about top 5 players in the NBA and he names like 15 guys.
Yeah.
That's my top 5 actors, but Tilda Swinton's in my top 5. I fucking love that woman. She's such a weirdo. She could do anything. She was so good in Memoria. Yeah. So them working together, man, that's a match made in heaven.
Jared Leto is in Panic Room.
He is. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, no.
I imagine that's who they were trying to hide from.
Yes.
We almost lived in a world where Jared Leto was Fincher's guy.
Yeah.
He had Fight Club, this apparently. Wasn't he in whatchamacallit? What the fuck was he in? Maybe not. But
yeah, Tilda has obviously worked with Fincher before. Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited for it. The premise of Fassbender is an anonymous hitman who's also a Christian. So, oh, look at that. Right on time, the lawnmowers. Sorry, Giselle.
That's not his name, Christian?
Damn.
I think it might be his name.
Giselle just got bodied.
All right, guys, that is a Nerd Soup podcast for today. We're going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next week. Got a packed week, packed schedule, some fan question podcasts. So, yeah, peace.
Yeah, whatever.
Damn, we were making some good points in that video. Hey guys, Aaron the Nerd Soup Monkey here. Before we end this video, I want to give a quick shout out to our Patreon supporters. What can I say about you guys that I haven't already said about myself? You are the most important part of the channel and the main reason we keep going strong. Like Bo says, you keep the lights on in the fridge so the fridge is full. Or something like that. So, from everyone here at Nerd Soup, I'd like to thank you guys for your continued support. If you're interested in joining the ranks of our patron supporters, head over to patreon.com/nerdsoup and check out the rewards we offer to our patrons. We recently dropped some new stickers for you guys to check out, or you could choose a tier that will allow you to select a movie, show, or video game for us to review. We've got a full slate of fan-suggested reviews coming your way, and we're really excited about the chance to review some of those movies and shows. We've also got t-shirts, mugs, behind-the-scenes videos showing how we bring our videos to life. And once again, thank you to all our Patreon pledgers who have been supporting us throughout the years. Without you, we wouldn't be able to convert all your pledges into cryptocurrency, so thank you from my future self for making us rich.